everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game. It's the Raiders going up against the Broncos. Now we'll take you out to O.Co Coliseum, where Jim Nantz and Phil Simms have the call.
So that means Tywan Jones will be back for the opening kick. And Matt Prater, Mr. Touchback, is ready to get this one underway. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. There's been all kinds of build-up and anticipation, and now the rookie quarterback heads onto the field for his first series.
Yeah, I think things have changed so much over the years. These quarterbacks, especially these rookies, they're so much more ready to play than previous years. They get to throw the football a lot in college, a lot in high school, so they come in the NFL prepared and ready to go.
Coming up, second down. The Raiders come out in a jumbo set. Handoff. He's brought down at the 30-yard line. Let's talk about this defense. After so many years of starring in Dallas, here is DeMarcus Ware at linebacker.
He has so much pride in what he does. He stays in unbelievable shape. And for a defensive end, he can go 100% from the first play to the last play of every game.
The Raiders are going to have to punt. Signals fair catch. Coming off a record-shattering year, breaking virtually every mark that had ever been posted in a single season, quarterback Peyton Manning.
There's really nothing negative you can say about Peyton Manning, except that he's lost 2 Super Bowls. He's won 1, but the numbers he puts up every year, individual statistics, but also, let's don't forget how many games his teams win year in and year out.
Here's a look at the offensive unit that needs to get off to a strong start today. Second down and 7. Ball's going to secure the handoff. He's tackled at the 30. Here's a look at the defensive starters and a good look at the secondary, a group that could be the difference in this game today. The Broncos will take the snap from the 30. They'll run it with him again.
The Broncos offensive line, they had a mental mistake here. Why? Because they let somebody go unblocked. It leads to a tackle for a loss of yards on the carry.
They're in punting formation. They bring him down at the 33-yard line. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. He'll fire it out to the left. And they bring him down at the 36-yard line.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
Second down and 7. With 2 hands, he has it. Picked up a couple that time.
When the defense is going to play safe and they don't want you to run by them, you've got to be able to throw these out routes where the receiver's cutting towards the sideline and the quarterback stick it in there.
Got the completion. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
You know, as a quarterback, sometimes you got to trust that arm and throw the football past the first down marker. There were guys open, but no, he takes the safe route, throws it short, defense makes the tackle, and here we are staring at a 4th down.
First down, offense readying for the snap. They've come out in the dime package. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. Manning's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Down the field. Pulls it in. Tackle down right around the 48.
Nothing like a receiver who can just put his head down and go after the football. That's what he did that time. Nice throw by the quarterback. Watch the receiver at the last second, looks up and makes the catch.
First down at the 48. They go draw. That's a tackle at the 48. Second down coming up. Welker's a receiver in the slot. Manning standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Manning over to Thomas.
Nice catch by the receiver, but it still doesn't get a first down.
Third down here. Offense trying to pick up the first. It's a dime look for the defense on this play. From the gun. The defense gets a sack.
Well, it's a game of chances in the NFL. It's third down. The defensive coordinator said, let's get after this quarterback. He sends the extra guys. He blitzes him, and they get there before the quarterback can react.
First down here.
Let's go.
Toss to the outside.
Raiders offensive line is just whooping some tail today, aren't they? What a job up front. That helps the running back get in space, get down there, and pick up a big game.
They're able to move the chains after that last run.
Let's go.
The give. And he is tackled at the 44.
Outside linebackers are just, they really are great athletes. They got size and they can really run. That was a good job by the outside linebacker there that time, stopping the outside run for no gain.
The Raiders bring in an extra tight end for this play. Almost intercepted.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have one or two passes a game. They can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Shows all kinds of awareness here as he picks up the first down.
When it's man-to-man defense, what do? It's you against the receiver, and that time the receiver won. Also a nice throw by the quarterback.
Offense lines up here. First and 10. Out to the left. The catch is made. Gains 20.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. That long gain sets them up here on this play. Eyeing that left side. He's brought to a halt.
Well, I guess the best thing to say there, Jim, is they completed a pass, but it still did not get a first down.
Offense lines up here. Second down and 9. Sticks to his hands. That'll stop the play right there.
Hard to play man-to-man against such a quality receiver. You got to mix up the coverage. You play straight man-to-man, you're going to give up a lot of completions.
Now first and 10. Throws the pass. Open in the end zone.
Good job on that touchdown. That puts them ahead. And it's always, of course, better to be ahead than behind.
Raiders with the PAT to come. And the extra point is good. The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. Bolden's got a chance for a return. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. First down coming up. One more snap, and that'll end the quarter. Balls taking the handoff. In on the stop. Second down following the run. Welker's in the slot. And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
The Raiders guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
Offense lines up here. Manning's got it in the gun. Catch made.
Jim, I'll tell you, quarterbacks love it when the defense blitzes because all they have to do now is find one receiver, make an accurate throw. He did that time, and that's why he got a completion.
And this will end up in the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now marches onto the field. For this play, they'll go with two tight ends. Toss to the outside. They are all over him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of one.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Second down and 11. And now here's the toss. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. Third down on the way. Double tight end formation. Looks to his left, and that's a gain of 10.
Good job by the defense. They're well-taught, well-schooled by the defensive coordinator. They know in situations like this, if it's thrown short of the first down marker, they're good. They come up, make the tackle. Now we have fourth down.
Get ready.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 30. They'll turn it over on downs. Right now, this is a team that trails, and they know that they have nothing if they don't have a rushing attack. The numbers are just dreadful, but they're going to have to get a spark from the rushing attack the rest of the way if they're going to get back into it.
We talk so much about throwing the football, scoring, doing all these things that are pretty for the fans, and we all want to see it. But the NFL always comes down, who is the most physical is the one that wins the game, and they're not being physical enough on the offensive side.
Balls lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. The Broncos have it at the 29. Balls got it on the handoff, and he's brought to the ground. It's third down coming up. Peyton Manning under center. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down. Lining up for a 38-yard field goal. Converts on the 3.
Well, that time the offense had great field position. They don't take advantage of it, but at least they get 3 points. Good job by the kicker coming in and getting some points on the board.
That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Raiders offense now coming out.
Let's go.
First down and 10. Handoff made. The ball is jarred loose. That brings the play to an end.
Well, the one thing we know about the NFL, when you have the football in your hands, they are going to attack it. You got to know that as a ball carrier, protect it a lot better.
Great starting field position for the offense. Offense lines up here. The Broncos from the 22. And incomplete. What a hit that time.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
Manning out of the gun. Trying to work that left side. Gains 19.
That's a nice job by the offense there. Get the first down, keep those chains moving, give yourself 3 more opportunities.
Offense lines up here. First and goal. Ball's gonna. There's a signal from the far side. The hands are up. It is a touchdown.
Well, that was just an awful job, wasn't it, by the defense? I mean, it's first and goal. Well, you know it's going to be a run, or I think you should be playing run. The defense not ready. They get overpowered, and they give up the running touchdown.
The Broncos are going to get lined up to kick it off. The offense is pleased with that last scoring drive, but the defense really made it happen, doing the heavy lifting by forcing the fumble and giving them great field position. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. The Raiders are getting set for their next possession. It's a 2 tight end formation. Halfway through the second quarter. And Miller will cut down this outside run for a loss.
Got to give the defense some credit. On first down, there's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Second down and a long way to go. Got the first, and he's got some space. No one's going to get him now. The 30, the 20, the 10. Going to take it home for the touchdown.
Anytime you see a running back get in the secondary, from there he can make it happen. But to get in the secondary, you got to have good blocking up front. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Raiders for the point after. He made it. The Broncos return team is in position. Perhaps they can run one out pretty deep and shift the momentum. The score's 14-10. They're setting up the return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Broncos are set now for their next possession. Ball lines up in the backfield. First and 10. Ball's handed the football. Tackled just 3 yards short of the first.
7-yard gain on the play.
It's now second down. Welker's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Peyton Manning from the shotgun. They're going to get him here for a sack.
Well, the right side, Jim, the right tackle and the right guard, they look confused. They don't know what to do, so they just get run over, and the quarterback falls down.
Thomas is lined up now as a slot receiver. 3rd and 12 to go. And he's going to be sacked. So Just 3 plays and out for the offense.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on 3rd down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
He wants to return this one. And he's going to be tackled right around the 35-yard line. It's 1st down as they head to the line.
Get ready. 30 yards.
Handoff out of the eye. They are in the backfield in a hurry and will bring him down for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. An extra tight end on the field for this one. 2nd down and 13. Vaughn Miller ends the play. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. And it's 3rd and 10 here after the run. They bring in the extra tight end. Good throw, good catch, and the receiver fights through to pick up the 1st.
The quarterbacks and receivers in this NFL now are so good. It's so easy for them to throw and catch and just keep picking up those 1st downs.
1st down here after the completion. Throwing now to his left. He's brought down. We're early in this game, but this defense must figure out a way to cover up this tight end because he's putting up big numbers.
I don't know if they can stop him, Jim. It's so hard for defenses now to come up with ways to stop these tight ends. They look like power forwards of the NBA. They're big, they're strong, they're fast. What do you do?
Finds his mark. You look at this offense right now. They've got a quarterback who's moving the football through the air, and that's a big reason why they're leading this game.
That's right. That's why they're leading the game. Boy, I'd hate to be a defensive back out there today. The wide receivers are good. The quarterback is hot.
Raiders in for the score.
If you're a defensive player and you're covering a receiver down here on 1st and goal, you don't have to cover that much area. That's a terrible job by the defense giving up that touchdown pass.
The Raiders with an extra point try on the way. The point after is good. The Raiders will take their spot on the bench after contributing to the cause, especially via the passing game, over 60 yards by the air. Bolden's got it. And he's going to be brought down right around the 33-yard line.
Number 31.
The Broncos bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive. Offense lines up here. The Broncos take it from the 33. Looking across the middle, and he hauls it in. Demarius Thomas takes the hit and is brought down. They're back at the line after that catch for a 1st down. Thomas is lined up in the slot. Manning's going to take it from the gun. Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
Ball lines up in the backfield. The Broncos take it from the 43. Gains 18. The Broncos decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only 1. The offense is set at the line for the 1st down after that completion. Manning from the gun. Looking to the right side and throwing. Manning finds Thomas. Thomas taken down at the 18.
Anytime you get in the red zone, you want to punch it in there and get 7 points. They're being dominated today. They're down more than 7, but don't worry about it. Score here and just keep playing.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Manning's back in shotgun formation. Manning complete as he finds Welker on that throw. First down here after the completion. The Broncos are behind right now, but still have moved the ball through the air. Manning's having a big day.
When you see an offense working like this, it's kind of exciting. I know the fans are really behind it. There's nothing like watching a quarterback who's really got it going, throwing the football down the field, and his guys catching it.
The kick is good.
Never take it for granted. When you're trying a field goal, a lot of things could go wrong, but good execution that time by the offense and a good kick. 3 points.
And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. That does it for the first half. Broncos trailing this one. Fields the football at the 3, and he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Broncos bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive. Welker's a receiver in the slot. The third quarter begins with this play, and Wes Welker hauls it in. The Broncos' offensive line has been mauled at times, Phil. Manning still found ways to deal with that pressure and make the throws.
He has dealt with it well. What you have to be able to do in the NFL as a quarterback, you got to be able to throw under pressure, and you have to be able to throw off your back foot, because there are a lot of times there are going to be guys around you.
Ball's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities, what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
Ball's going to secure the handoff, and he's going to be tackled right around the 37. Second down here. Thomas in the slot. They feed it to him one more time. They tackle him for a loss.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense that time. They diagnosed the running play. They got in the backfield, and they tackled the runner for a loss.
Manning's lined up. No extra blockers for this snap. Third down and 8. Looks but can't connect on the short throw.
This is what separates offensive lines in the NFL in obvious passing situations like this one on third down. Can you hold up and protect your quarterback to give him time to make those throws? Well, the answer to this one right now is no.
This punt will be returned. He's stacked up at that point. They face first down.
Get ready.
Handoff out of the I formation for a gain of about 5.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 40. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Here in the second half, one look at these stats tells you a big reason this team's on top today, they've been able to run the football.
They have been physical all day long. It's just like this. You're in a fight. You're throwing body blows. They're working. Why go to the head and go for the knockout? Don't do it. Stay to the body. That's what they've done on the offensive side.
The tackle is made, and that's a 3-and-out series for the offense.
How about the defensive line? Getting that penetration, getting off the football at the snap, and getting it done, getting in the backfield and making that tackle.
Offense lines up here. The Raiders snap it at the 41. He'll throw it over the middle. That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
Good job by the offense picking up a first down there. They've been terrific all day long. They're winning the football game, and they are tiring this defense out.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Looking to go up top again on first down. They'll mark him at the 46.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the open guy short. They get the completion. They still do not get the first down, though.
2nd down and 7.
He's got the catch.
Going to take it the distance. Moore's there to make the tackle.
It is hard to make a tackle from behind out there in open space with the speed of all these guys in the NFL, but a good job that time by the defense making that tackle.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Let's see how they back up the big play here. He's looking to the right here on this throw.
And that pass is deflected by Talib.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
Let's go.
2nd and goal from the 9. In his hands, complete, touchdown.
What a tough throw and catch into a tight spot right there for the touchdown. But today's game, these players are so good that you have to throw it in traffic. They got to make the catch. That time he did.
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive.
He'll take it from the 1. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line.
The Broncos getting set now for the next series. Ball lines up in the backfield. Wide receivers stacked up on this play.
Manning's going to take the snap from the shotgun.
And he's forced to the ground.
Well, that was an aggressive play by the defense. That's risk-reward. The reward, of course, is sacking the quarterback like they did. Well, the risk is if you don't get there, you could give up a big play.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
Risky throw into double coverage there, but this will go incomplete.
Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
Manning out of the gun.
The reception, easy, wide open.
Anytime on the offensive side, you pick up a 3rd and long situation, oh my gosh, does that give you confidence and fire everybody up? That was a good job by the offense.
Manning standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Double covered and incomplete that time.
2nd down coming up.
Manning comes out in the pistol.
Throw to the left.
Finds Thomas.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
That's a good job by the quarterback, recognizing it's man-to-man defense. And when you see that, just watch the receiver, lead him to the open space. Nice completion.
Balls in the backfield. Single back set. Staying with the passing game on first down.
Manning sends it to Welker,
And they bring him down at the 38-yard line.
Welker's undoubtedly been the top target for his quarterback today, Phil.
Yeah, he has. And quarterbacks, that's what happens. When a wide receiver gets hot, hey, they'll start looking for him. And that's what's happened in this game so far here.
Second and 6. And he's thrown to the ground.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback, but try to protect yourself because you're going down.
Tight end in motion. 3rd and a long way to go. Reaches out and snatches it. Once again, they failed to convert here. They've had such a tough time on 3rd down today.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
No good. No good.
Well, after that missed field goal, it's been a rough day for him. He is kicking it everywhere but through the uprights. I think what's going to do the coach on the sideline, I think he's going to change the way he's managing this game.
The Raiders come out for the next possession. First and 10. And here's the toss. And Ward's an animal on that play.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 40. Here's the handoff. And they get to him at the 45. You see the matchup at running back, and while only one side has really been able to count on that run game, it's still a very close game.
Yeah, it is, Jim. Close game here, and also that can happen when you talk about run games. They're going to go up and down. And if you're having trouble running the football, then change the direction of your offense. Do something else.
After that run, 3rd and 8 for the offense. Nickel formation for the defense here. Here is the first snap of the final quarter. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, the quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
Signals right away, fair catch. The Broncos offense ready now to see what it can do. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 5 times today. Really been beat up. Looking at this comparison, Phil, it's fun to see these two quarterbacks going head-to-head in a tightly contested game.
Yeah, so well played on the offensive side by both teams. The quarterbacks, they've been very sharp. They're on target with the football, and their offensive lines are playing very well.
Now 1st and 10. And he's taken down.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
Peyton Manning from the shotgun. Peyton able to find Demaryius Thomas.
Demaryius Thomas takes the hit and is brought down.
This is what drives coaches crazy. You make the quarterback throw it short, then you can't come up and make the tackle, and you give up a long game. You got your players in position. That's all you can do. Now it's up to them to make a play.
Brings it into his body. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Well, when you know you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well go ahead and try to make the throw because you're going to take the hit no matter what. Good job by the quarterback that time.
They'll take it at the 20. The Raiders ready to take over the football. 2 tight ends on the field here. To the ground. That's Vickerson making the stop. Second down. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Here's the quick toss. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
I think the coach on the sidelines, he's going to be happy with every first down because he knows that's more time off the clock. When you're up like this, multiple scores in the second half, every first down just puts the odds in your favor of winning this game.
The Raiders from the 32. Another handoff right back to him. Brought down after a gain of 6. And now they'll try over again on second down. Double tight end formation. They call his number once more. Tackle down right around the 47.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
It's a 2 tight end formation. First down at the 47. Another running play. That's a gain of only a yard.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. 2nd and 9. Has his man. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
Good job by the offense getting another first down. You can tell by looking down on the field that defense, hands on their knees. They are getting tired.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 40. He was looking short, but the pass falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. They bring in the extra tight end. He'll fire it out to the left. Makes the reception. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. They are winning at the moment, and they can thank the play of their quarterback.
How about that? Even the fans are going to be happy with the way he played today. They're not going to be able to write anything bad about him because everything he did was top-notch. Decisions, throws, movement in the pocket. What a great day.
Out of the eye. Here's the handoff. Nice tackle.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
The Raiders this time will go with 2 tight ends. They hand it off to him again. Gains about 3.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
Marching down the field and taking their time. 1st and goal. The defense gets the sack.
Well, this is about as bad as it gets for a quarterback in a situation like this. You're near the goal line, and they give you a chance to throw the football, and you take a sack. Oh, my gosh. I wouldn't want to be him in that film session tomorrow.
Touchdown.
When you got a lead, you march down the field and you add on to that lead with a touchdown, it's fun to watch the other team. Will they stay patient or will they panic? My bet is they'll panic.
The Broncos are getting ready for the return. And can they return to a competitive state in this one as the game is starting to get out of hand? The score is 35-13. Bolden's going to start his return. He's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. First down here. Manning set in the pistol. It's over to Welker. Intercepted. Bites off the hit. They bring him to the turf. 2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down on the way. The Raiders go with 2 tight ends on this play. Takes it out of the eye. Can't find space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Let's go.
2nd and 11. He takes it on the counter. A foot race to the end zone. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
Well, that touchdown just put the icing on the cake, Jim, whatever you want to say, because now the lead's too big, not enough time for the other team to come back. Great job by the offense.
It's good. The Raiders' ball-hawking defense certainly set up that score. The interception, the good field position, and then the touchdown. Bolden's got a chance to return this one. And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return. The Broncos ready now to start their next series. Take it here from the 30. Ball lines up in the backfield. 1st down and 10. Out to the left. Manning sends it to Welker. The Broncos trail here in the 2nd half. Manning's tried to keep his team in it any way he can.
Well, a couple things, Jim. You can't blame the quarterback because they're trailing. He has been outstanding here today. The offense, the offensive line, the play calling, all good.
1st and 10. Manning finds Thomas. Thomas is brought down but has the first. Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. Eyeing that left side. Ball's out. The offense was able to recover the ball. After nearly turning it over, it's 2nd down. No need to huddle. Hurry up offense. Manning's got it in the gun. And off the mark on that short throw. So after that last incompletion, it is 3rd and 3. Caldwell's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Manning from the gun. Looks to his left. To the sideline. And complete.
Well, the stat line's going to be a little deceiving when this game is over. They're getting all these cheap extra yards. The defense is just playing the bend but don't break defense. You're down the red zone if you score. Well, good for you, but really in the grand scheme, it means nothing.
1st and 10. Throws to the right. Almost intercepted that time.
When you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here.
Tammy's in the slot receiver role for this upcoming snap. Manning's going to take it from the gun. On the money. Touchdown as we near the end of this one.
Nowadays, so many kids, they grow up, they want to be wide receivers. I don't blame them. They're out there, they get to catch the football, they get to score touchdowns, they get to do dances, and you're not really allowed to hit them either. What a job.
The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. Is going to test the coverage this time. And they have him covered up and bring him down inside of the 15. The Raiders are ready to take over now, and their offense heads onto the field. Offense lines up here. Now 1st and 10. They'll go ground. He's got the 1st down.
Raiders offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
The Raiders snap it at the 26. That picks up 11.
The Raiders offensive line is just whooping some tail today, aren't they? What a job up front. That helps the running back get in space, get down there, and pick up a big game.
McFadden has it out of the eye, and they are in on McFadden. Phil, before we go, how about this win? How much will this one count?
You know, Jim, all wins are nice. This one was done easy. You didn't have to sweat too much over it. You feel good, and you just enjoy the next couple days.
truly was. For Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini, and Larry Ridley, Jim Nance saying so long for now, and we leave you with the GMC Never Say Never moment of the game.